We like to think of ourselves as day trippers here at Brewed. And for all of you Sunday drivers out there, consider this your one-way ticket, to your very own day trip around some Bloomington Normal area breweries. So you've got a good reason for watching this episode of Brewed.
My friends, if you ever plan to motor west, you should travel my way and take the highway that's the best. And that highway, of course, is Interstate 74, which will take you from the Quad Cities to where we find ourselves here now, Lexington, Illinois. This is Brian. We're at Analytical Brewing. Brian, I have to confess, I did not know a ton about Lexington, Illinois until we were making this trip today.
It's close enough to Bloomington Normal that a lot of people from the bigger city come out and visit the restaurants, our brewery, the retail that we have here in town. But it's also far enough away that the town, even though it's a small town, has a lot of really, more big town amenities.
I like that. The best of both worlds. You call it the Goldilocks zone. It's not too much of one thing and it's not too much of the other. It's just right. This is a place that has a very scientist, like a mad scientist vibe. Not mad scientist. That implies that they're tampering in God's domain. You're not doing anything unholy or untoward, but you are definitely using science here. It seems to me that in all the years we've done this show, whenever we find out that the people making beer have a scientific background, that tends to be better beer.
If you know me, Andy, Nate, the partners in the brewery here, I think it fits our personalities very well. We're all kind of very analytically minded people. And then Andy, who is our brewmaster, is also a chemist.
What's exciting about having a brewer that's a chemist is they don't tend to have kind of a laissez-faire, we'll see what happens. Everything has to be dialed into exactly what they're expecting.
Appropriately, he doesn't settle.
Right.
So anytime we're brewing a beer, he's still always, no matter how good or how popular, he's still always looking at how can I make that better.
Right.
So
it's almost like in his brain there's a percentage of how close he is to what he wants, and he's never quite at 100%.
Yeah, right. I think
that's analytical thinking.
Yes.
That's analytical brewing. What kind of beers do you make here?
We try to do a variety of beers, but our objective is to try to do beers true to style, because we want to have beers that's approachable to just the regular craft beer consumer, somebody who can come in, they can find something that they're going to enjoy, and it really be a true to style type of beer, and it's still a beer first. So we'll have anything from ales to lagers to stouts to, we usually have a sour. We'll usually have one or two New England style IPA beers. It kind of runs really the full gamut.
You guys were all home brewers before you opened this place up?
We started home brewing together, and then one thing kind of led to another, and kind of led to this idea of, man, it'd be really cool to own a brewery and do something on a little bit bigger scale that people can enjoy.
And now here we are. What can you tell me about this building?
When we bought it, it was really being used as a garage. The building did not have plumbing, electrical. It had minimal electrical, water, any of that. So
plumbing, water, electrical, those are all three things that are important to a brewery, I would imagine. So you had to make some phone calls.
Definitely had, professionals in here helping us as well, but a lot of work was done just really by all of us. So the three of us and our wives. Most nights, we'd work our day jobs, we'd come here, work in the evening, leave, and then Saturdays, Sundays, it would be kind of an all hands on deck. Miraculously, we did it in under a year. I don't think anybody really thought that was possible with as much of the work that was being done ourselves. I think we got into the building in July of 21, and we opened at the end of June 2022.
One of the things we love is all of the science that's around here in your branding, right? I mean, look at this. This is Jordan, get a close up of this. Look at that. That's what we call in chemistry a flask.
Yes.
I say that because I just learned that right before the camera started. This is everything is very scientific, including the way you thank the people who helped you build your beer garden, your patio back there. Yeah. Walk me through that periodic table of elements, because there's some elements there I don't remember from chemistry class.
Yeah. So we wanted to build out a really cool patio space that that we knew people were going to enjoy, want to come out and hang out in. And that was what kind of was the focus of our Kickstarter. There's obviously various contribution levels that people can contribute to, and for some of those levels, it actually introduced a lifetime membership, and those people are the people we recognize as our Analytical Brewing table of founders.
I began our time with Brian by awkwardly quoting this song, Route 66, and I did that because you're actually on Route 66.
Yeah, yep. Route 66 runs kind of right here to the west of Lexington.
It's just right there.
Yep, and then the main street intersects with Route 66 and the main street that we're on here in Lexington.
I think it would be fascinating to know like how many breweries there are, starting from Chicago going all the way to California. That's got to be that's a road trip we should take.
Yeah, and in fact, I think some of them have even expressed doing something with some of the other breweries on Route 66. I'm sure there's actually quite a few of us that are out there.
I mean, an ale trail that goes from Chicago to San Bernardino, that's a commitment, but I'm on board.
Yeah, future episodes.
Right, or maybe like a coffee table book or something, right?
Yeah.
This beer is actually named after Route 66.
That's right.
Tell me about what this beer is. This is your blonde?
Yeah, it's a nice, clean blonde ale. We originally, as home brewers, brewed a strawberry version, which we called Route 66 Strawberry Blonde.
Okay. There's a peach variant of this too, I saw.
There is, yeah. We've done a strawberry and a peach variant. And then now we've started doing some lagering, so we do also have some other beers that are even more traditionally domestic style. With our They See Me Mowin' Pilsner and some others.
They See Me Mowin', they hatin'. I love that name. Lawnmower beer it lets you know exactly what you're in for. It's not technically a style of beer, but when you say something's a lawnmower beer, it means, well, that would be super crushable on a hot day, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling the fellas before we started rolling the cameras, They See Me Mowin' might be my favorite name for a lawnmower beer of all time.
Yeah.
The beer's delicious, the spots look just incredible, and it's absolutely worth your trip. Head down to Lexington, Illinois, and visit Brian and our friends here at Analytical Brewing. Brian, thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
And now this is the part of the interview where we say cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. I assumed, naturally, that makes sense. He's really good at German beer because he was probably stationed in Europe. And the part of Europe that you were stationed in was?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, not a great beer scene. They're not known for the craft beer.
No.